Ever wondered why sulfur, the 16th element on the periodic table, is so important in our daily lives? Sulfur, often overlooked in favor of flashier elements like gold or silver, is actually a silent hero, playing a vital role in the world around us and within us. Sulfur is an essential element for all life. It's a fundamental building block of life found in every living organism, from the smallest microbe to the largest whale. It aids in the formation of proteins, the primary components of our cells and tissues. Without sulfur, these microscopic structures would not hold their shape, and our bodies would not function properly. But sulfur's role extends beyond our bodies. It's a key player in numerous biological processes. For instance, it plays a significant role in photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into chemical energy. Without sulfur, this transformation of light energy into life-sustaining food would not be possible. Sulfur also helps to maintain the health of our planet. It's a crucial component of the Earth's sulfur cycle, a natural process that helps regulate our planet's climate and supports a diverse array of wildlife. Moreover, sulfur is used for preserving food and in the production of fertilizers, thus playing a crucial role in global food security. It's also a vital element in the manufacture of various industrial products, from rubber to detergents, contributing significantly to our modern lifestyle. However, this isn't to say that sulfur is all sunshine and roses. Like many elements, it has a dark side. In its elemental form, sulfur can emit a rather unpleasant odor, reminiscent of rotten eggs. But don't let this put you off. This is just a small part of sulfur's story, and it doesn't outweigh the enormous benefits this element brings to our lives and the world around us. So the next time you encounter sulfur, perhaps in the form of a yellow rock or in the smell of a hot spring, take a moment to appreciate this unsung hero of the periodic table. Indeed, sulfur, despite its sometimes unpleasant odor, is a life-sustaining element. What makes sulfur unique? It's all about its distinctive properties. This vibrant lemon-colored element is not just pleasing to the eye. Its yellow hue is a physical property that sets it apart from most other elements in the periodic table. But the peculiarity of sulfur doesn't stop there. Sulfur is a chameleon of the element world. It can exist in multiple forms or allotropes, each with its own unique set of properties. In its most common form, sulfur forms 8 atom rings. However, under different conditions, it can form chains, sheets, or even complex cage-like structures. This ability to form multiple allotropes makes sulfur a fascinating and versatile element. Now let's talk about heat, or rather, the lack of it. You see, sulfur is a lousy conductor of heat. This low thermal conductivity is yet another physical property that sets sulfur apart. It means that if you heat one end of a sulfur rod, the other end won't instantly get hot. This property makes sulfur useful in certain industrial applications where heat insulation is important. But sulfur isn't just about its physical properties. It's a chemically interesting element too. Sulfur is notably reactive, especially with metals. When sulfur reacts with iron, for example, it forms a compound called iron sulfide, which has the interesting property of being magnetic. This reactivity of sulfur is put to good use in many areas, from vulcanizing rubber to making pharmaceuticals. So, you see, sulfur is far from ordinary. Its distinctive yellow color, its ability to form a variety of allotropes, its low thermal conductivity, and its notable reactivity all combine to make sulfur a truly unique element. And it's not just about being unique for uniqueness' sake. Each of these properties has practical implications, making sulfur a valuable and versatile element in many different industries. Sulfur's unique properties are what make it so valuable and versatile in its uses. You might be surprised to know how often you come into contact with sulfur on a daily basis. This yellow, non-metallic element, known for its distinct smell and multifaceted uses, is a crucial component in a myriad of everyday products. Let's start with the most common use of sulfur, in the production of fertilizers. Sulfur plays a vital role in the world of agriculture. It's one of the key nutrients that plants need to grow, right next to nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. When sulfur is added to soil, it helps enhance its fertility and ensures the healthy growth of crops. So, next time you're enjoying a fresh salad or a juicy apple, remember, it's partly thanks to sulfur. Moving on, sulfuric acid is another product that owes its existence to sulfur. This strong acid is a workhorse of the chemical industry, and is used in a wide range of applications, from the manufacture of detergents to the production of dyes and even in oil refining. Now, have you ever wondered what gives rubber its elasticity? That's right, it's sulfur again. In a process called vulcanization, sulfur is used to treat raw rubber. The sulfur forms cross-links between the rubber molecules, enhancing their elasticity and durability. This is why the tires on your car, the soles of your shoes, and even the rubber bands holding your hair in place are all tough and stretchy. Lastly, for the wine connoisseurs out there, sulfur finds its way into your favorite bottle too. Some types of wine use sulfur dioxide as a preservative to prevent oxidation and maintain the wine's freshness and flavor. There you have it, folks. Sulfur, the unsung hero, quietly playing a part in our day-to-day lives. From the food we eat to the tires on our cars, sulfur is everywhere. But what happens when sulfur gets into the environment? Well, sulfur's environmental impact is a tale of two halves. There's a positive side and a negative side. Let's start with the good news. Sulfur plays a critical role in the sulfur cycle, a process that's as vital to life on Earth as the more familiar water cycle. Sulfur is a key nutrient for plants and is absorbed from the soil in the form of sulfate ions. These ions help form essential proteins that keep plants healthy and vibrant. Moreover, the sulfur cycle helps regulate Earth's climate. Some sulfur compounds reflect sunlight back into space, which can cool the planet. But it's not all roses and sunshine. Here's the other half of the story. When sulfur combines with water vapor in the atmosphere, it creates sulfuric acid, a chief component of acid rain. Acid rain is no light drizzle. It can have devastating effects on ecosystems, damaging forests and aquatic life. It can even erode buildings and monuments. Sulfur dioxide, a byproduct of burning fossil fuels, is another culprit. It contributes to air pollution, leading to respiratory problems in humans and other animals. Not to mention, it's a significant contributor to global warming. But it's important to remember that sulfur, like everything else in nature, is all about balance. In the right amount, sulfur is beneficial, even essential to life. But when it reaches excessive levels, particularly due to human activity, it can become a pollutant with far-reaching effects. So while sulfur is a necessary part of our world, we must be mindful of how our actions can tip the scales. Responsible practices in industries that use or produce sulfur can help maintain a healthy sulfur cycle and minimize the negative impacts of this versatile element. Clearly, sulfur plays a complex role in our environment, both as a vital nutrient and a potential pollutant. To wrap things up, let's summarize what we've learned about sulfur. This simple yet versatile element, number 16 on the periodic table, has an enormous influence on our world, from the microscopic to the macroscopic scale. Firstly, we discussed the importance of sulfur, a vital element for life as we know it. It's an essential building block in our bodies, contributing to the structure of proteins and enzymes that drive crucial biological processes. From our hair and skin to our very DNA, sulfur is a silent worker, keeping us healthy and functioning. We then explored sulfur's unique properties. This bright yellow non-metallic element is known for its versatility. It can exist in different forms, from the powdery yellow substance we're familiar with to a plastic-like material, depending on conditions. Its ability to form strong bonds with other elements enables it to partake in a wide range of chemical reactions. In the third segment, we highlighted sulfur's presence in everyday products. You'll find it in everything from fertilizers to detergents, pharmaceuticals to wine. It's used in vulcanizing rubber, making paper, and even in the production of gunpowder. This omnipresent element is truly a backbone of modern industry. Our discussion then shifted to sulfur's environmental impact. While it's essential for life, sulfur, particularly in the form of sulfur dioxide, can be a double-edged sword. It's a major contributor to acid rain and air pollution when released into the atmosphere through industrial processes or volcanic eruptions. However, understanding this impact is crucial for our efforts to mitigate environmental damage and promote a sustainable future. So next time you smell that distinctive rotten egg odor, remember, it's just sulfur, an element that plays a vital role in our lives and our world.